What's going on, YouTube, and welcome back to Goal Line Hockey. It's your boy Kevin Forte, and today we are taking a look at the 2023 NHL All-Star Game jerseys. They were revealed the other day. I'm going to give my thoughts on these jerseys, and of course, I want to hear your guys' opinions, so let me know down in the comments what you think of these jerseys. Let's get right into it. So, the other day, the Atlantic Division... Well, really, the Florida Panthers are hosting this year's NHL All-Star Weekend. Really, it's a whole festivity weekend, right? They do the skills competition, they do the games, and all that stuff. And, this year they released their jerseys, and, for the last couple years, the NHL has gotten a lot of criticism for the All-Star Game jerseys. I remember in particular the Columbus Blue Jackets hosted... I want to say 2015, 2016, something like that. And they had those weird green and black jerseys. And, in Nashville, we saw the black and gold jerseys. That, we've seen a couple of, I guess interesting is the best way to put it for these uniforms. And, sometimes they've even gone, like when they went out to LA, they've had 4 different types of jerseys, and those were probably the nicest jerseys I've seen in a long time, were those ones in LA. And then, of course, before that, really the nicest jerseys, I think, is the 2010 All-Star jerseys from Ottawa, or 2012, it was somewhere around there, where they had the red and blue jerseys for the Eastern and Western Conference. And I think that was really in the modern era of NHL jerseys, even throughout the Reebok era, those were the nicest jerseys. But this year, in 2023, this is a throwback to the 1994 All-Star Game jerseys, and it is inspired by the old design. It's a throwback, reverse retro All-Star Game jersey. So it's basically the star format. So you've got the All-Star Game jersey with the old logos for the Eastern and Western Conference, except it's got a little twist to it, as it is themed around Miami Vice. Now, obviously, we had a pretty good suspicion that it would have something to do with the Miami Vice vintage look from the 90s, and they fully embraced that. Looking at the Western Conference jersey, to start this off, it's a white jersey with a baby blue, very light teal on the bottom. Really nice jersey. I really like this one. It's definitely, it does not look like a jersey from 2023. It definitely looks like a jersey from the 90s. And this is really nice. It's a really nice design. I really like that little shade of pink there to kind of separate the colors. The one thing we don't necessarily know yet is what the numbers look like on these uniforms. I would assume that there's going to be a similar design on the pants as well. Hopefully they do that same star design on the pants. But that has not been released to the public at the making of this video. So overall, in that sense, I'm a pretty big fan of the Western Conference jerseys. But if I have to be honest, I'm a bigger fan of the Eastern Conference jerseys. You've got a overall black jersey from the top toward the bottom. The bottom part is white, again separated by that teal and pink. Very similar design, just kind of the inverse of the black and the white. I like the Eastern Conference jersey better. And I have to say, honestly, I think this is going to be kind of one of those jerseys that it's going to be very split. Either people are going to really love it or they're going to really hate it. And honestly, I'm a big fan of this. This is a jersey. I do not own a single All-Star Game jersey, and I've considered in the past getting that jersey from the LA All-Star Game. I think it was the purple or the yellow jersey. I never ended up getting it. And of course, that 2010 or 2011 game from Ottawa was the other one I considered. Honestly, I would consider getting a jersey from this All-Star Game. This is a really nice jersey design, and is a pretty cool nod to the past, right? This is from a really, it's been pretty much 30 years since we've seen this kind of jersey design. And it's pretty cool that the NHL is bringing this back. I'm a really big fan of it. I love those old vintage Eastern Western Conference logos. Really nice touch, and it's just something different than from what we've seen. You know, we've seen the same NHL logo, the same NHL shield, and it's very, very similar concepts year after year. And this is just a much different look that I'm really a big fan of. And overall, I think these jerseys are a plus. Like I said, just the fact that it's just so different from what we've seen here in the past, really 2 decades. I'm obviously a huge fan of that. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of these jerseys? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Of course, let me know down below. And stay tuned for an NHL All-Star Game roster reveal. We're going to look at the NHL rosters for this said All-Star Game that will be held down at, I think it's Florida Live Arena or something like that there in Florida. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again next time.